Hi guys, my name is Jane, and so today I'm going to show you how to make rainbow milk. So the first thing you're going to need to make rainbow milk is of course milk and a paper plate. So I'm going to take this milk and pour it into my paper plate until it covers the bottom. And then I also have some food coloring. I'm going to take this and make a couple drops in the milk. Nice. So once you do that, you're gonna take some Q-tips. I also have a big thing of dish soap, and you're gonna open the dish soap and get some soap on your Q-tip and not drop it all over yourself like I just did. And then you're gonna take your Q-tip with soap on it and just dip it into the milk. And look at that! Isn't that cool? So how does this work? Well, it's important to know that milk is made up of mostly water, which is polar, and fat molecules, which are non-polar. So I'll explain to you what polarity means. I know it sounds really confusing. So polarity just means that there is a positive end of the molecule and a negative end of the molecule. And so what happens in water is that it's made up of oxygen and 2 hydrogen atoms. And oxygen has a very high electronegativity. So that means that it just really likes electrons. So all the electrons go to the oxygen, and what happens when you have a lot of electrons is that you become negatively charged because electrons are negatively charged. So this creates the oxygen to have a negative charge and the hydrogens to have a positive charge, which is what polarity is. And another very important thing to know is that polar molecules are only attracted to other polar molecules, and same with nonpolar molecules. So nonpolar molecules are only attracted to other nonpolar molecules. And so what happens when you put the soap in the water is that soap is very special in that it's both polar and non-polar. So the soap's polar end gets attracted to the polar water, and so this causes the soap to disperse in the water and go in a lot of different directions. But then you also have the non-polar end of soap, and as this soap is going in all different directions, the non-polar ends are attracted to the fat molecules, which are non-polar. And so this causes all of the fat molecules to kind of chase the soap molecules as they're dispersing, and it causes all of the food coloring to move and change different shapes, which is really cool.